2 Samuel 15, Absalom's rebellion begins. After this, Absalom prepared chariots, horses, and 50 men to run before him. Each morning he stood beside the way of the gate. When any man came with a cause to the king for judgment, Absalom would call him, embrace him, and say, "See, your matters are good and right, but there is no man deputed of the king to hear you. Oh, that I were made judge in the land, that every man might come to me, and I would do him justice." Thus Absalom stole the hearts of the men of Israel. After 4 years, Absalom said to the king, "Let me go to Hebron to pay a vow I made to the Lord while in Shur. If the Lord brings me again to Jerusalem, then I will serve him." David said, "Go in peace." So Absalom went to Hebron. He sent spies throughout Israel, saying, "As soon as you hear the trumpet, then say, 'Absalom reigns in Hebron.'" 200 men went with him from Jerusalem, unsuspecting. Absalom sent for Ahithophel, David's counselor from Gilo. The conspiracy grew strong, and the people increased with Absalom. A messenger came to David, saying, "The hearts of the men of Israel are after Absalom." David said to his servants in Jerusalem, "Arise, let us flee, for we shall not escape from Absalom. Make haste, lest he overtake us, bring evil upon us, and smite the city with the edge of the sword." The king's servants answered, "Behold, your servants are ready to do whatever my lord the king appoints." David went forth with his household, leaving 10 concubines to keep the house. All his servants passed on beside him. The Cherethites, Pelethites, and 600 Gittites who followed him from Gath marched by. David said to Ittai the Gittite, "Why go with us? Return and abide with the king, for you are a stranger and an exile. You came but yesterday. Should I make you wander with us? Return, and mercy and truth be with you." But Ittai answered, "As the Lord lives, and as my lord the king lives, surely in what place my lord the king shall be, whether in death or life, even there will your servant be." So David said, "Go and pass over." And Ittai and his men and families passed before him. The people wept as the king crossed the brook Kidron and ascended the Mount of Olives, his head covered, barefoot, weeping. All the people covered their heads and wept with him. David was told, "Ahithophel is among the conspirators with Absalom." David prayed, "O Lord, turn the counsel of Ahithophel into foolishness." Hushai the Archite met him with torn coat and earth on his head. David said, "If you pass with me, you will be a burden. But if you return to the city and say to Absalom, 'I will be your servant, O king, as I was your father's servant,' then shall you defeat the counsel of Ahithophel for me." So Hushai returned to Jerusalem, as David crossed further into the wilderness, awaiting the clash that would decide Israel's throne.